Hi there, and welcome to today's episode of the Investor Dictionary. Today we'll be discussing cashless conversions. This refers to the purchase of an asset by paying the conversion arbitrage and borrowing the balance from a bank or from a broker. Cashless conversion refers to the initial or down payment made to the broker for the eventual asset that's going to be purchased. In other words, it's the collateral for the funds that are being borrowed, and is the conversion arbitrageable securities in the investor's account. Before cashless conversion can take place, an investor would need to open a conversion arbitrage account with their broker. And in the US, for example, the amount of conversion arbitrage that must be paid for a security is regulated by the Federal Reserve Board. The direct conversion of ownership from one ownership type to another of an underlying asset without any initial outlay of cash from the investor, and that would be a good definition. Many cashless conversions are automatically triggered on a specific date, as specified in the original contract, and will typically affect an entire class of shares or contracts. For example, where there's a futures order in where there's a buy order needing to be triggered at the end of the futures process, you can use your cashless arbitrage account to supply collateral for that purchase transaction that's due to be happening, where the funds for the purchase itself land up being borrowed funds, but you have in your arbitrage account you have collateral for that purchase and other purchases that may be made. Some examples of cashless conversions are from warrants, in other words, your futures contracts, to underlying stock, in other words, the stock purchase is triggered at the contract date within the warrant. In a standard cashless conversion, there is no upfront cost because the transaction will usually be immediately profitable for the investor. If there are any costs involved, they will be paid from the proceeds of the conversion. As in the case of warrants, there will often be cashless conversions when the warrant contract runs out, or if the breaking point in the underlying asset or interest rates have been met. So, just to unpack this slightly further, your warrant gets to the end of its period. The price of the shares per the warrant is less than the trading price of the shares. So you execute the warrant as a cashless conversion using borrowed funds, immediately sell the underlying shares and collect the profit. Therefore, you've had zero outlay of cash, but you pick up the profits on the underlying shares by selling them off after the warrant conversion date. That's it for this lesson. Please remember to click the like button down below and post your comments and questions that you might have down below as well. And while you're down there, please click the subscribe button as well. That way you can be kept up to date on new videos as I'm posting them on a week-to-week basis. See you next time. Cheers.